right, January 1st, 2024, New Year. And now that it's the New Year's, we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. And I think this is where a lot of people will use this opportunity to like try and mock what a lot of people do. Uh, Obviously, with New Year's resolutions, it's just kind of that stereotype that people don't keep them, they drop them really quickly. And so they just kind of get the piss taken out of them in the sense that this thing that has good intentions behind it, it's just seen as like this cringe thing that like, you shouldn't really do because it doesn't make sense and you won't keep them anyway. I'm like proud of a lot of people for, recognizing things that they know are bad and wanting to, change things in their lives for the better. I just think that the way that we, like a lot of people, kind of go about doing it is not really the correct way. So I wanted to kind of show my perspective on this, or just a better way to go about New Year's resolutions. And the thing about this new view is that even though it's the first, it's not too late. If it was the second or third or fourth or fifth, it's still not too late. And this is essentially what I'm talking about here. You have 2023, 2024. This is the New Year's, right? And this is a lot of our lives. Like, you can see, normal, you have some highs, you have a lot of lows. Like, you have some highs, but for the most part, it's a lot of lows. It's a lot of, like, indulging in Netflix, time-wasting activities, not really, doing the productive things. You do have those moments where, you start to do good, but for the most part, it's not good. It's a lot of lows, right? And then, in comes New Year's, and it's the new year. I'm going to be different, right? And then they have what I like to call like this 180 mentality, where the New Year's comes and it's just going to be this 180 thing. New Year's, new me. I'm just going to start doing everything how I should be. None of the bad stuff, all the good stuff. New me, right? But you've been, living so like poorly within the last year. Like, you're literally waking up hungover, bro. All of this, and then just, you really think that version of you who was doing all of those bad things consistently is just going to do this complete 180 and just turn things around like that. That's not really going to happen. When New Year's happens, the mentality that I think you really should have is, all right, now that's the new year, I'm going to start doing the best that I can. A lot of people like to call this 1% better every day, and I know that can sound kind of cringe, but it happens, and then right away, it's just going to be this slow, gradual increase as you slowly start to, back off on the stuff that you knew wasn't benefiting you. You start to implement the things that will benefit your life. Let's take me for an example. Within the last few months, I've been driving, working as a delivery driver for the United Parcel Service, which is an extreme job. Christmas season, what we call peak season, it was a lot of stuff that went into it. You're leaving very, very early and you're getting back very late. Very stressful, physically demanding, mentally demanding work. And a lot of the stuff that I had adopted over the previous years completely went to shit. It was not a very productive time of my life. A lot of the, conditions that I made with myself, a lot of things that I was doing very consistently, I just wasn't able to do anymore. And just a few days ago is when I finally, now that Christmas is over, when I was finally able to leave that job and go back to what I was doing beforehand there. So I'm not driving anymore. So, but like I said, for the last few months, I really haven't been able to do any of these things. And so I'm not going to think that now, January 1st, I'm just going to come in and do this complete 180 and get back to exactly to where I was before and doing every single thing that I want to every single day. It's just not going to happen. These are a lot of the things that I want to do daily, right? And that, prior to driving and all this, I was doing pretty consistently on and off through, out the year or so. January 1st, I'm not going to get a lot of this stuff done. I have journal today, and I still will be doing like some other things throughout the day, but by the time the day is done today, I'm not going to have everything checked off, nor will I have everything done like the second and the third. It's not going to be like this 100% complete turnaround. I'm going to have a few things, and a few things, and a few things, and then as the day goes on, the 4th, 5th, 6th, you're just going to start making progress. It's that 1% better every day. Before I was only getting like maybe 4 things done. Now I'll be doing 4 to 5 things, and then 6, 7 things. Like, it's going back to that gradual, just 1% better, implementing one thing at a time, taking it one step at a time. So it's the New Year's. I just think a better way to look at it now that, it's the beginning, and a lot of people might be having this attitude that like they've already ate that piece of junk food, or they already did that one bad thing, and then they're like, it's over now, I broke it, so I might as well just go back to doing it exactly how it was before because I lost the streak or whatever the fuck. And as I've just described, not a good mentality to have. It's about slowly decreasing the bad stuff and slowly increasing the good stuff in a pace that's you're able to go at. As I showed on that page, like, you've been living quite poorly with a lot of these bad things in your life, junk food, wasting time. It's just, some people definitely can, but a lot of us don't have the power to just completely turn things up like that. Maybe you do, good for you. I personally am not really able to do that. I think the better thing to go look at here on out is just, like I said, that 1% better every day. I always heard that, I thought that was kind of like, not cringe, but just a little like, I'd say weak attitude to have, like, that just weak people might use to kind of cope with the fact that they're not making all the progress they wanted. Just, I'm just getting 1% better every day. I'm starting to disagree with that. I think that definitely can be, especially at these early stages of, wanting to implement better things into your life. That is definitely a better mentality to have, especially with this circumstance of like New Year's here. So I hope that 2024 is a different year for you. I hope that to everybody watching this, that 2024 can be the year that you want it to be. The goals that you have set for this year, the things that you want to accomplish by the end of the year, to achieve within the year. I wish you all the best of luck throughout 2024 here. And another thing, again, is, like I just said, setting goals. It's 2024. What things do I want accomplished 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 2025? What do I want to be then? What do I want to have accomplished by then? So, yeah. Hope this shines a little light onto your New Year's here.